Okay, today we will talk about solid angle. But before we talk about solid angle, we will talk about area vector. Now, what do you mean by area vector? Area is a vector quantity and its direction is along the outward drawn normal to the surface. It has got its magnitude, it has got its direction. Now, if you have a surface like this, then the area vector, the direction of the area vector is outward drawn normal to the surface. If you are having a surface like this, then the direction of the area vector is along the outward drawn normal to the surface. If you are having a surface, say like this, then the area vector is along the outward drawn normal to the surface. Okay, from its center outward drawn normal to the surface. Now, coming to plane angle, before we do solid angle, we'll talk about plane angle. Now, what do you mean by plane angle? The angle between two intersecting lines is a plane angle. Okay. Now, if you draw a circle with its center as the point of intersection of the two intersecting lines. Okay. So, if you draw a circle with its center as the point of intersection of the two intersecting lines, then the arc of that part of the circle contained between the two intersecting lines will give you the measure of the angle. That is a plane angle, theta. Now, plane angle is usually measured in degrees, but we can also measure it in radian. When we talk about trigonometric functions and we differentiate or integrate them, we measure it in radians. Okay. Now, so here we are talking about a circle, say of radius r. Okay. Then the angle subtended by the arc at its center is a plane angle. Say the arc is of length L. Now, here there is a relation that as you increase r, this S also keeps on increasing, like it forms concentric circles. It forms concentric circles. Okay, so as you increase r, S also keeps on increasing. So S is proportional to r. So S by r is a constant, and that is theta, which is the angle. It's a constant. So if you increase r, S will also increase and there will be a new concentric circle, but the angle theta will remain the same. Okay. Now, if we take the angle in radian is defined, as I've said, that it can be measured, angle can be measured in degrees as well as in radians. The angle in radian is defined by theta equal to S by R. This is the relation in which angle in radian is defined. Now, circumference of a circle is 2 pi r, we know. Okay, the angle corresponding to a complete rotation of 360 degree is 2 pi r by r, that is equal to, in the place of S I am putting 2 pi r. So an angle corresponding to a complete rotation of 360 degree, S will become equal to 2 pi r. Okay, so 2 pi r by r, that is 2 pi radian. Okay, so 360 degree corresponds to 2 pi radian. The other equivalences are, okay, 360 degree in degrees and radians. 360 degree means 2 pi radian, 180 degree means pi radian, 90 degree means pi by 2 radian, 60 degree means pi by 3 radian, and we know this. So coming to 57.2958 degrees is 1 radian and 1 degree is 0.01745 radian. Okay. These are some of the equivalences between degrees and radians, relation between degrees and radians. Now, angle in radians is the ratio between two distances. So, it is a dimensionless quantity. Okay. Now, coming to solid angle, as the plane angle is the angle subtended by the arc of a circle at its center, the solid angle is the angle subtended by the surface of a sphere at its center. Okay, so this is a sphere. So angle subtended by the surface of a sphere at its center, and this is a 2D angle. This is a 2D angle. Means this is an area. Okay, so that is solid angle. Angle subtended by the surface of a sphere at its center is a solid angle. Okay, now here, if you increase r by the square, the radius of the sphere, if the radius of the sphere is increased by its square, then it is seen the surface area, okay, contained within this cone. This is a cone, and the boundary of this area, surface area boundary, all the points on this boundary of the surface area will intersect at the point O to form the solid angle. There are many lines coming from the boundary, and they will intersect at this point to form the solid angle. Fine. Now, if we increase r by its square, then this dA, this radius surface area, will also increase proportionately. So dA is proportional to r square. Or we can remove the proportionality sign by a constant, and that constant is called the solid angle, d omega. Okay. Now, the unit of solid angle is steradian. Unit of solid angle is steradian. And how can I define 1 steradian? 1 steradian is dA by r square, or dA is equal to r square. When dA is equal to r square, that is 1 steradian. It's very easy now. If you come to this relation, it becomes very easy. 1 steradian is the solid angle subtended by that part of the surface of a sphere at its center, when the area of that part becomes equal to the square of the radius. 1 steradian is the angle subtended by that part of a surface of a sphere at its center when the area of that part becomes equal to the square of the radius. Okay, that is 1 steradian. Now, dr and dA has to be in the same direction, because dA is a part of the sphere always. That is how we define solid angle. Okay, dA is a part of a sphere. Now, if we are having a surface, like this, and say R is here. This is a point O, and this is R. Okay, take the surface like this. This is R. Okay. It's not exactly the same though. We can draw another diagram, or let it be. I'll explain it with this. This is the surface dA. The direction of the unit vector r, that is the line joining this center O, this point O rather, the point O to the area element A is r cap. Okay, the line joining the vector is denoted by a vector, and that vector is r cap. R cap is a unit vector of the line joining the point O to the area element dA. Okay, now this dA is not a part of the sphere of radius r. So this dA is not subtending a solid angle at this point. Solid angle is subtended only by the part of a sphere of radius r. Okay. So we have to make a surface which is a part of the sphere of radius r. So for that, r and dA has to be in the same direction, but dA here is in this direction and r here is in this direction. Okay, so there is an angle theta between dA and r. This is dA and this is r cap. This is r cap. Okay, dA and r cap. So I want the component of dA in the direction of r cap so that it solves my purpose. So this is dA cos theta. The component of dA, this is dA and this is the component of dA in the direction of r. Okay, so if this is the component of dA, this is dA cos theta, then what is actually dA cos theta? If this is the direction, then what will be the area vector? This will be the area vector. Now it has solved the purpose. This is the area vector dA cos theta. Now the angle subtended by this area vector at this point O is the solid angle. So the area vector is actually dA cos theta. Okay, so solid angle d omega is dA cos theta by r square, or dA dot r cap for those who have done vectors by r square. Okay, that is dA dot r cap by r square is the solid angle. I hope I have made this part clear, though it is looking a bit clumsy. I have taken a surface, this dA I have taken, this dA I have taken, and its direction of area vector is in this direction, and the line joining r cap is in this direction, the radius is in this direction. So they both, and my condition for solid angle is dA and r should be in the same direction. So I want dA in this direction. I take the angle theta between them. The component of dA in this direction is dA cos theta. If this is dA cos theta, where is the surface? This is the surface area. Area vector outward drawn normal to the surface is dA cos theta. So this is dA cos theta. This is the area vector. This is dA cos theta. So with this dA cos theta, I have drawn this circle of radius r. So solid angle is in the place of dA, it will be dA cos theta, which is a part of the sphere. So dA cos theta by r square. Okay, my camera has stopped working. Okay, that is all, and we can do a numerical. So you can note down the numerical. Rather, the moon has a okay, I'm sorry, my camera has stopped working. Okay. The moon has a surface area of 3.8 into 10 to the power 7 kilometer square and has a mean orbital radius of 3.8 into 10 to the power 5 kilometer. You have to find what is the solid angle subtended by the moon in the sky. This is the moon having a surface area. This is the surface area of this moon, and this is the orbital radius of the moon. Okay, solid angle subtended by the moon in the sky. What will be the answer? Okay, how we are going to solve this? We know the solid angle is equal to, is a 2D angle, and it's given by A by D square subtended by a cross-sectional area A at a distance D from the point of observation. Solid angle is the angle subtended by a cross-sectional area A at a distance D from the point of observation. Now we have surface area of the moon, that is 4 pi r square is given, and that is equal to 3.8 into 10 to the power 7 kilometer square. So can we find pi r square from here? Pi r square will give you the cross-sectional area A. D is given already. Pi r square we can find from this relation. So pi r square by D square will give you the answer. That will come out to nearly 6.6 into 10 to the power minus 5 steradian. Okay, that is all. Thank you.